Beastmasters Club, experiencing the world's finest whiskey, one bottle at a time.
Hello, whiskey freaks. Welcome back to the Beastmasters Club podcast. Today, we'd like to welcome Joshua Hatton back to the podcast, and we also have Mrs. Smoky Beast Dana Zeller here with Steve and I once again.
Hello. For those of you listening for the first time, Beastmasters Club is the first podcast that lets you buy bottles online, pop them open, and sip along at home while listening to geniuses like us speak.
Yeah, we also do pretty awesome whiskey events, and you can find it all on beastmastersclub.com. So if you have any questions or you want to know why you're listening to this or what it's about, just go there and check it all out.
Sweet. So welcome back, Josh.
Thank you for having me again.
AKA Big Wood.
Big Wood. I love that.
Big Wood is one of our frequent guests and friends of the cast. Should I do a little intro? So Josh does the Whiskey Jewbilee Festival, the Single Cask Nation Bottling Club, and works with Impex. Is that accurate? Impex Beverages as well.
Impex Beverages, yep.
Excellent. Okay.
The man of many hats and
There we go.
talents. There you go.
And today, Josh, you have the unfortunate circumstance of doing battle with my lovely wife.
And I just like to drink whiskey. That's my credential.
Right. So what we're doing today, I think we're going to call the Smoke Wars.
Smoke Wars Part 1.
Smoke Wars 1 between Mrs. Smoky Beast and Big Wood, Joshua Hatton.
I feel like we're bringing it back to our roots a little bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, this is why we called it Smoky Beast to begin with.
Absolutely.
Because who doesn't love a good smoke bomb?
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
Should we say before we start, just a little club business? We have, I think, 10 seats left for January 27th with Westland at the Norwood.
Maybe less at this point.
Maybe less, so grab those if you want to come. And we have one more event that's going to be coming up at Weeded in Brooklyn where we're going to drink some different bourbons on
that's
February 8th.
February 8th, yeah.
So there's that.
And many more good things to come. We've got barrels aplenty in the works, and so there'll be all kinds of sweet treats for you to get your filthy little hands on quite soon.
Yo ho ho and a barrel. All right, so the theme today, Ben and I will be judging Smoke Wars Part 1, and my beloved Mrs. Beast and my beloved Big Wood have been tasked with bringing
Precious.
the best bottle of smoky malt under 100 pounds. We're using pounds because Josh is such a sweet globe-trotting motherfucker. And one bottle over 100 pounds. And Ben and I are going to see who wins in each category.
I love it. We're so British today.
Yes.
Pip, pip.
100 quid.
Cheerio.
Under 100 quid then.
The thing is that there's no losers.
I prefer
No,
guineas.
there's no
I prefer guineas to quid.
Guineas?
Golden guineas.
That's just a layup. I'm not going to make that joke.
Yeah.
The Beastmasters Club is now in session.
I will say that Dana took this tasting very seriously. She woke up, meditated, did like an hour of hot yoga, and some Tai Chi. She is fucking ready.
Amazing.
You're ready.
Wow.
She woke up and looked at me with the eye of the tiger this morning.
I
was
am
like,
the whiskey.
"Damn."
You're so centered.
I am the whiskey today.
This
I
is
woke up and grabbed a piece of cold pizza and made pancakes.
It's
for
more
my
or less the
daughters.
same thing. It's more or less the same
it.
thing.
You know what we need is like UFC entry music. You know, like the lights go out and it's time, and then like I don't know, Rage Against the Machine comes
I
on
think
or
we
something.
can do that. We can arrange that.
What would your entry music be?
Oh my God. I mean, at this point, it'd probably be like Raspberry
Michael.
Beret by Prince. I don't
I
know.
love it.
Come on the spot. First thing that
On the
comes to
spot.
mind.
Do you have to let it linger by the Cranberries?
Oh, no.
You just got chose. 3,
No,
2,
something by
1.
Fugazi.
Fugazi. All right. We're really close to Cranberries. All right.
So this is the best bottle under
Under 100
quid.
100 quid.
So I had gotten this bottle. This is sort of a confusing bottle. So this is the Kilchoman 10th anniversary bottle.
Ooh.
So it was distillery only, except for a couple cases that came to the U.S. They bottled a few under, in the 750 bottle. And so I'd gotten the bottle and said to myself, I'm never going to open this bottle because there's so few of them in this size. And I figured I'll just keep it to when one of my daughters become bat mitzvah or something like that. Wow. And but then I got to taste it in September and was floored by it. And then when you and I were messaging about what we should bring, I said, I'm going to bring this. It was so freaking good. And I need a good excuse to open it. And I've got other bottles for when my daughters become.
Consider this.
That's how I became a woman also. That's how I
Yeah.
became a woman. My father just poured a bottle of whiskey down. Is that what you're talking? Oh, no.
Girl,
Should we rename this like Beastly Bat Mitzvah? Wasn't that a 30 Rock episode?
I think it's called. It was
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Bat Mitzvah?
Yeah,
Spooky,
Smoke
scary.
Wars, and then
Smoke
the
Wars, the
subtitle is
Beastly
"You'll be a
Bat
woman
Mitzvah."
soon." Right?
So,
For the
Contender
Smoke
number
Wars.
one.
Yeah.
so this is all first fill bourbon matured whiskey, which is my sweet spot.
So this is contender number one. This is the Kilhoman 10th anniversary edition.
Yeah,
Josh's choice for best smoky malt under 100 quid.
under 100 quid.
Yeah.
It's a peaty, fruity
Peat and fruit, very clean.
bomb.
It's very classic Kilhoman. Like they're it's kind of like a big expression of what they do.
But what I like about what it's doing, because I agree, it's any distillery that puts out a bottle that produces their own stuff, hopefully you're going to taste their house style. Mm-hmm. And if you're not, something's wrong. So yeah, you're definitely getting the house style here. But this is the fruitiest Kilhoman I've had. And I thought that the fruit just balances out that peat beautifully. And there's this real like salty umami kind of kick.
It's terrible. That's what I'm supposed to say about the competition, right? It's terrible.
How dare you?
Mine's better.
Wow.
No, actually, I think it's extremely delicious. If that's our first taste of the day, I think we're in for trouble.
There's
The signature for me, the Kilhoman signature is citrus white chocolate.
Yep.
And kind of a like it's all citrus and apples together. I don't know how to explain that. It makes no sense, but it's like green apples, lemons, and white chocolate. That's kind of
You also get a nice sort of kick of the sea in all of their stuff. Like there's definitely a coastal feel, and in this one, on the nose, there's almost like a tidal, like a tide pool kind of smell. I really like those like briny, oceany.
It's
kind
really
of
briny.
smells.
It's
Yeah.
kind of good because I meet a lot of people who hear Smoky Beast and they ask about it and we talk about the peat and the smoke. People aren't into it. I don't know who you are out there, but apparently there are people out there who don't like the smoke. And this has smoke, but it's not killer, right? I mean, I think it's the kind of thing where it's a little bit more approachable for people who don't really like it.
Well, this is nice. I'd say in addition to that signature Kilhoman thing, it's nutty. It's got a walnuttiness almost to it. Very good. Very smooth for 58.2%.
So
right,
I think we
sweet.
all like this
is
one.
delicious.
It's definitely an awesome contender, and thank you for
Good
bringing
foot
it.
forward. Did I strike fear into your heart?
Can you see it? I'm the Zen master today.
I can't. You
Yeah,
probably really
You're
good
kind
at
of just
poker.
sitting there with a very cheerful sort of glow all over you, Mrs. Beast.
It's
So
my whiskey poker face.
She's been levitating 3 inches off the ground for the past 2 hours. It's
she
just to your left.
She just came in here like looking at us like I'm just better than you.
All right.
And I like that. I'm
All
ready
You
for
can
war.
you're only interpreting it how you are really.
What do we got here?
It's just because I'm inferior.
Another Kilhoman. No way.
Look at that.
Should I even explain what it is? Like, how am I going to explain it? You're going to be like, no, that's all wrong, Dana.
No, I can't wait. I can't wait
What
to
is it?
prove you wrong.
The Kilhoman,
Bay.
the East Coast Tour 2016.
our East Coast
has
tour bottle.
cask strength. Okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
Here.
You
So,
should have guessed it at 60.1.
Right?
120.2 for those of you playing at home.
See, that one you know because
I was actually like, going to get out my calculator for a second, but okay.
I like this bringing one of Josh's own bottles to
Against
war
him.
against
So I
him.
kind of like it because we can do it's a perfect head to
Kilhoman
head.
versus
Kilhoman versus Kilhoman. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. we
That's
should
quite
all
a-
have a kilt on.
Quite a
right now.
vote of confidence that both of their favorite under 100 quid malts were Kilhoman.
See, and this makes me feel good because when I brought out this, I thought to myself, these guys are going to think that I brought this because, I work with the brand. But that's not why I brought it. That's not why I brought it. I didn't pay you any amount of money to bring this
At least none
bottle.
that I'll disclose.
I mean,
but yes.
none. So, no, that just makes me happy that, like, you brought a Kilhoman.
Well, I
too.
think I
Warms
think
my heart.
it's all worthy contenders. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've got many Kilhoman fans at this table. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is going to be tough.
Well, you know what I get on this one immediately on the nose versus the anniversary. So the 2016 tour versus the anniversary. I think the 2016, it has a little bit of a brighter, like fruitier nose, and it doesn't have as much of that, like sort of sea tidal pool umami style, just on the actual sniff.
yeah. Well, what I'm getting at, just going side by side, because I'd never done a side by side with these two, is I can smell the difference in age between them. The tour bottle, I know what the Kilhoman New Make smells like, and I can.
A little hotter.
It's not that it's hotter, just
Newer.
that fruitiness is coming out. Their New Make is insanely fruity, so I can smell that coming out. But there's a floral component on the tour
very
bottle
floral, very fruity, with a nice balance of the smoke and the fruit, peat. I'm a big fan of this one. I really liked it the first time I tried it with the Wills brothers, and I've continued to enjoy it. And
I think both of them have a really good smoke factor. Like they're both like, I mean, I won't say smooth, but they're, for high proof, they're intense, they're peaty, they're smoky, they've got all that good stuff in it, but they're not killer. There's no hair growing out of my chest, at least I don't think yet. but I think they're smoky in different ways. I mean, one's a little bit sweeter, saltier.
Yeah.
This one I think is, I think I get a little bit more peat. I mean,
On the tour?
yeah.
Yeah. I got to go with the anniversary bottle, I think, in this round. What do you think, Ben?
I'm gonna throw this around to Mrs. Smoky Beast Dana Zeller here.
Oh, okay. Split decision.
Yeah, I kind of like the tour better, so maybe a split decision. But we should.
Oh, all right.
All right. A draw.
Are either of you going over to the other side?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Why not?
No, I don't know. It's hard. I think
We're
honestly,
gonna call this first round a split decision. We'll have to have an aggregate of all the rounds
Yeah.
to see who's
Yeah.
the winner. So
score 'em
round
up.
one, we're like on the
One,
score,
1 to
where
1.
the judges are sort of like,
Okay.
Steve's got it like 10-9, and I've got it 9-10. Basically, if
Dana's
it
giving
was
me
a
that
fight
look
card.
like, really? How dare you?
no. There's no crying in whiskey. It's all good.
Fair
We
and-
haven't had enough.
Love and whiskey.
Still
Yeah.
crying in smoke wars.
All right.
Is this going to be like a little league softball game where everybody gets a trophy?
No.
No, the winner
Fuck
will
that
be
millennial
the
bullshit.
winner will be praised and lauded, and the
There's no award
loser
for
will
participation.
be completely humiliated and despised. So deal with it, suckers.
I'm bordering on a millennial. Maybe that's
Yeah,
No.
yeah, a little bit. Of
course you are, honey.
As far as you guys at home know. All right, so let's get on with round two of this contesta.
Round 2. Ding, ding, ding.
Here we go,
all
fighters.
right. Okay, so I've got the old malt cask. It is
Lang.
the Port Ellen, the
Oh.
Douglas Lang Old Malt Cask Port Ellen, 1982, November 1982, in case that matters for people.
Does matter.
It's very
18
important.
year.
We have to know all the details.
Sherry cask.
You went nuclear.
Ooh,
babe.
sherry cask.
Well, I feel like I am, I have a worthy contender here. I mean,
Hell
I
yeah.
had to bring out the big guns.
Hell yeah.
And
love
I
it.
think if you have Port Ellen on your bottle, then I love you already.
There you
So, I mean, how can you go wrong? Really?
You're going deep there. You're going pretty deep.
Wow.
What, deep, like metaphoric, I'm thinking deeply, like not really.
No, just going deep to the annals of the whiskey past.
Oh, and look at it.
Oh, Jesus. Dark.
Oh, yes.
So, wow. 18
So for
years.
those of you who are listening at home, the gentlemen in the room are all drooling, and also moaning inappropriately. The color it kind of looks like Coca-Cola in the bottle. Would you
Midnight
agree?
Prune is
Yeah.
what
I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, but yes, Midnight Prune. I don't know. We should just drink it.
Obviously a sherry cask.
Do you
I'm
wanna-
guessing, right?
Oh, do you want to gawk at it a little bit more?
Yes, please. Can I ogle it from here?
Ogle.
Do you want to just drink it with a straw?
I wish I could
that.
fondle it and ogle it all at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, this
Old Malt Cask, Port Ellen.
Wow,
looks like a
look at the
serious
color on
treat.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You may be in trouble, my friend Big
Sweet,
Wood.
fancy Moses.
Steve's gonna pour it, and I'll
So
talk
just
a little bit more
to
about
kind
it.
of set everybody's thing. This is the over 100 quid
Yes.
bottle.
Clearly.
How much is this? What was the last time you saw this on the?
Oh man.
We'll call it the open market. But.
This is not a cheap
Valuation. I would say $800.
800.
That'd be my guess.
Can you repeat that again?
I would guess because I'm guessing this is from the Smoky Beast stash, so we bought this years ago when it wasn't
Maybe.
so crazy. But nowadays, I would guess $800 on this bottle.
Thank you guys for busting it out.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mrs. Beast, for throwing down. 'Cause this is
fucking
I just stole
super
from our
rare
liquor
treat.
cabinet. Yeah, but liquor. This is it's for drinking, not for looking at. So while you guys are lapping it up, so this guy Douglas, I was gonna say Doug, but we're not on that kind of
Fred
level.
Dougie
Fred
Lang.
Douglas Lang started in the 40s. Bought a bunch of barrels. He aged them in his own warehouse and released about 25 and 30-year versions of his blends. So Fred's sons took over. I've had a couple of these. These are all the Port Ellens. I mean, this is the Port Ellen. This one in particular was bottled in 1982. So it was November 1982. And I guess the reason I said that, for those of you listening at home who care about these things, is it's 6 months before the distillery closed.
Oh, right. 83 was the last year.
This is like nosing it. I get molasses,
It's like a candy apple.
like a freshly put out coal fire, like greasy screws.
Black licorice, and I just want to dive in there and just bathe in it, just swim around in there, just like live in this glass.
It really
black
is an
licorice nose, nice.
unbelievable aroma. Like it's so deep and rich and dark. Like you just, you do. You kind of just want to lie down in there.
Like it's sweet, and then the smoke just crawls through your sinuses. Like
It's like a whiskey nap. You just want to.
big-
You just want to
the big-
take a.
Yeah.
You want your pillow to smell like this.
Yes.
It's so rare to taste Port Ellen. So normally, when someone pours me a Port Ellen, I say thank you because of being so kind and generous. But you're trying to kick my ass.
It's a little bit unfair. I mean, the truth is like I said, I mean, I've never met any Port Ellen that I did not like.
Yeah.
This kind of dropping the hammer. This is like.
I mean, I'm not here to play.
You're
Yeah,
laying
this is
all the cards out,
you brought a tank to
hoping
a
that I
knife
don't
fight.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like some guy who runs a taekwondo school facing off against like Attila the Hun.
Yeah,
What?
a horde of mounted Mongol.
Yeah, Genghis Khan is just drawing down on you with his bow right here.
I think what I would say about this being $800 too is that this in particular I think is, I don't know that it's worth $800, but I think it's worth it. It's extremely delicious. It is,
And a
everything
piece of
about it is very, very special. But Steve and I were having a conversation yesterday about some of the pappies. I mean, not to get into that, debacle, but basically, there are things out there that really aren't worth it, and they're worth way more than this. We're not worth, but that's how much people pay for it. So anyway, I think if you can get your hands on some of this, I think it's worth it. It's a lot, but treat yourself.
If you have the funds and you're interested and you feel like you want to own something like this that's both incredibly delicious, very rare, and what would you call it, like a piece of history, really.
Absolutely.
Almost unobtainable if you find it. It's
But please
certainly worth
only
your nickel.
buy it. Only buy it if you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
Not to
enjoy it.
upsell it.
No.
Or, no.
Just drink it for the love of God.
So Port Ellen, I mean, just in case people out there don't know, I mean, was a distillery on Isla, and it was sort of like the most well-known one, or one of the legendary ones. And then sort of Diageo bought up a bunch of distilleries, and since it was the closest to Port Ellen Bay, which is the main port from the mainland, they decided to basically bring in all the barley from the mainland to Port Ellen and use Port Ellen as a malting facility. So they would basically malt all the barley there. And then they started doing all the maltings for the different legendary Isla distilleries like Lagavulin and Ardbeg there, and then transporting them. So they closed down Port Ellen as actual distillery in 83. And this is like, as if like, and the way people talk about it today, it's like if you lived on the block with like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and, you know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you were like, and they were like, oh no, but this guy was the shit. You know, like, should have seen his jumper, you know? Yeah. Wow, this is so good.
Yeah, this is an amazing rare treat.
It just pops. Indeed. It's got so much life, you know? It's like, it's almost a little bubbly. Like it's just exciting my tongue.
I don't know how many of you listening at home know Ben and Steve, but getting them excited about anything is really, it's a treat. It doesn't happen often.
I hate 98% of everything, and Ben just hates the whole 100%, the other 2%.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Come on now.
These two are hard men to please, but
yeah, we may be a little jaded, but this is incredible, and really, like just the way that the sherry merges with the smoke. You get that nice sweet and smoke, and there's just so much in there. You could kind of go on just listing all the different flavors and smells for a week. It's just, there's a lot happening.
And it's 18 years in sherry. And a lot of times that long in a sherry cask, it gets cloying, but also, way too drying. And, sometimes whiskey doesn't turn out that well that long in first fill sherry. But this is juicy and big and luscious.
Yeah.
It's
actually fairly young for a Port Ellen you're going to get to taste. Because most of them that you would taste these days is, all the official ones are going to be 30 years.
Most of them are from an independent bottler who, once it was probably, shut down, they sat on it and they knew that they had something that they,
maybe
going to release.
But I feel like 25 years, 30 years are the typical ones you'd see. So this actually has a lot of life and a lot of smoke.
A lot of smoke.
But it's warm, smooth, but yeah. Oh,
well, that's what I was saying before.
I'm just
it's like
in love with this.
It's with that coal note. It's sooty and smoky and
kind of coal tar and bacon and raisins and
definitely a lot of raisiny, pruny stuff going on.
Midnight prune.
Trademark.
Hello,
I think we are
Midnight Prune.
I think we got to trademark that now. Midnight Prune. Copyright.
Yeah, the folks at Douglas Lang did justice with this pick.
Hell yeah.
For sure. And probably not something you're going to see around, but if you do not hesitate.
Today's game was not something you see around.
No.
Right.
This is big guns. Should we see what Josh has to offer here?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Let's see.
Better be good.
I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared.
The
not gonna
gauntlet's
lie.
been thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been laid down pretty
my
hard.
whiskey comes in a sock.
Oh, it already says Lagavulin on it. I'm already happy.
Oh, he pulls out a crowd favorite.
So
Ooh.
this one,
Wow.
16 years? Yeah. No.
24
it's
years.
24.
I was doing it the other way around. This is what happens when you get 3 whiskeys in you.
I love when I see those burlap sacks.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
I'm both saddened and happy. Sad because that is a winner, and happy because I get to drink
I'm
it.
going to go radio voice. What's happening here is Josh Hatton just pulled out Lagavulin Festival 2015.
Yeah.
The legendary 24-year limited release from the Festival 2015.
So rumor has it that when they selected the casks for this, because I think there's maybe 6,000 bottles, maybe a little less. This is bottle number 2443. So rumor has it that when they made the selection of casks, they didn't realize that the lowest age was 24 years. They did not want to release anything this young. That's the rumor. That's the rumor going around. It could have been just a bunch of drunk guys on Isla coming up with that story. I don't know. What's that?
They didn't want to release anything this young? Is that what you said?
This old.
Oh, right. Yes,
Yeah. This old. So
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
So this bottle appeared on the inaugural episode of Beastmasters Club as something that I thought should be like the epitome of the type of shit we should be drinking on the podcast.
Well, it was
I don't
one
know
of
if
our
you listened to
examples.
that one and knew this already. But
Yeah, it was definitely.
I know I listened to the first one.
It's sort of what we would call a perfect beast.
yes.
It's bold and smoky and just like the.
I mean, if you're gonna bring
essence of
something
island
to a
stuff.
Smoky Beast competition,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it.
This is my hammer being thrown.
Yeah.
For smoke wars.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had this at
It moved.
We had this at the
Same.
2015 Jewbilee.
Yeah, it's getting a little thick in there. It's a little thickening.
Ugh.
So we had this at the 2015 Jewbilee Scotch Whiskey Auctions.
To use a
Brought a
nautical
few
term,
bottle.
we're half-mast right now.
Where's your glass? Okay. Well,
Well,
you're
if
looking
you
for
had
your
any
glass,
women
I'm gonna
listening to
pour for
this,
me.
they've stopped listening. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
just
only
you.
me.
You and Jake's mom.
Mom of Jake, one of our few female fans. And I think we've got some ladies in the crew.
Yeah.
your wife.
She doesn't listen. Let's be real. She hears enough from me.
So this is 59.9% alcohol.
Wow. This head-to-head is like,
Yeah, these are two
holy Jeebus.
banging smoke war contenders. This is going to be
Y'all
a
have
very
done
hard
it right.
decision.
This is, I'll say it after we sip it.
Well,
But I don't want to sip it too soon. It smells so goddamn good.
I mean,
I remember the first time I somebody was kind enough to bring me back a bottle of this from the Facile last year, or the year before last now. And I remember cracking it open, being so excited, pouring it and sipping it. And it was, I was expecting Lagavulin, and it had the 21 year, which was Big Smoky Beast. And I remember tasting this, and it was like so delicate. And just, I was like, what is that? I was so taken aback by it. And then it took me another sip, and then I totally fell in love with it. I mean, but it's not what you'd expect.
And the nose and the taste on this one have discrepancies just in terms of like it's really smoky on the nose, but then it's like has a nice smoke on the palate, and it's not as balmy as not as much of a smoke bomb as the nose would have you believe almost.
It's got more pepper on the palate than I remember too.
it's amazing though because all the Lagavulins are really consistent. Like you know exactly that you're drinking a Lagavulin always. And I mean, they get it right every time. It doesn't matter which one you're drinking.
The finish on this is just magic. Like it just comes with that. It almost like lets go like another little puff of something inside your mouth.
Which 21 year was it?
The 2012.
The 2007 was and is to this date my favorite whiskey of all time.
And I haven't
Of all
tried
time.
that one. God damn it. Holy shit balls. I'm just sitting here with one Port Ellen and a Lagavulin 24 in the other hand, and like, this is why we do this shit. So all my
like-
dreams.
Hello.
This is like
Double.
having.
And now Steve's
Double
pouring it down his
fisted.
pants, so I don't know.
Zip
Keep that
up,
in there.
please.
Don't put that in your glass, please.
Hey, a little troll never killed anybody. Oh man.
It is so good and so peaty.
This is thank you guys. This is when we decided to pit Mrs. Beast against the Big Wood, Josh Hatton. This is like kind of what I was hoping for, but didn't really think would ever actually happen.
Yeah, we were looking. We knew we had two serious contenders on our hands,
Yeah.
and we knew it would be an epic battle, one for the books.
I feel like
But
it
I
was too
wasn't
nice
expecting
though.
this
I
level
feel like
of
it was too
treat.
nice. I feel like
too
next
nice?
time,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not enough shit talking. The night is young.
Next time you're gonna come with like a Johnny Red and like and a who knows like a Doers and like here you go,
Yeah.
deal with it.
Is that what you meant? Too,
You
like the whiskey's too
ungrateful
nice to pour for
slobs.
slobs like us?
No,
or
like
you two
people are
being
too nice.
cordial?
Yeah, we're
that's
being
what I
too
thought.
cordial. Like I
Right.
feel like
Yeah.
I should have like injected some steroids if this was gonna be like a
Totally.
real, you
Yeah,
know.
where's your rage?
I know,
So I should have come here like totally being a dick.
Totally.
and I would have matched you, if not upped you.
Damn it. Missed opportunity.
I mean, okay. I love
Next time for sure.
Next time, indeed.
Lagavulin, and this is, I mean, if not the best, in the top 3 Lagavulins I've ever had. I love Port Ellen, and I love sherry peat, and this is just a stunning example of both of those things. I'm like totally at a loss here. I don't know what the fuck to do.
I think we might have to like confer and put our heads together and come to some kind of consensus decision.
So I mean, obviously you probably didn't buy it at this, but how much is this bottle now going for?
I see it.
Facile?
Yeah, Fagila.
Fagile.
Fagila. The Fagila.
Fagile.
What's the cepage on this fagile?
I've been seeing this go on auction for 400-ish pounds.
Pounds, right?
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Josh is all about
A bargain.
But yeah, what are we gonna do here? What's the decision?
Fuck, we should just buy a barrel of each of these and just mix them together, and that'll be like our house hooch.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going Port Ellen. It's just the sherry goodness. I don't know.
So you're kind of leaving it up to me. You're with the sherry. I'm gonna join you in that pick just because of the rarity and novelty. I'm gonna throw it to Mrs. Smoky Beast. I think Dana's gonna be our champion today.
3-1, Mrs.
Look at that.
Beast.
3.
Well done.
So yeah.
Sir,
Good job. Good job.
pleasure
Good
was
game.
all mine.
Good game.
So a unanimous decision for Mrs. Beast. Though I will say that both warriors fought gallantly.
we have all won today.
Yes.
All of
I
us have won.
I mean, just by sitting here, actually, like Steve was saying, and having one of these Port Ellens in my right hand and this Lagavulin Festial in my left, I am kind of in awe of the fact that has ever happened in my life. So, and really what this reminds me of is sort of one of our old school inceptional Beastmasters Club tastings where we would just go 4 ridiculous bottles, and this is sort of like half of one of those, which is always incredibly special. So I thank you both for
Absolutely. Here.
for bringing these to us and really throwing down, and you guys went for it for sure. And it's great to see 2 warriors really, throw everything they have at the battle.
Yes. Bravo.
Yeah.
Guys,
Nothing was
sorry,
held back.
Josh. You just you did good, son. You done good, but my wifey,
Not today.
she brought a bazooka to this party. So
I cry sexism, but that's cool.
As you should.
And I think this is something that we can do again. We can call this. This is the first
round
in a
one.
series of epic
do you
battles.
Want a rematch? Is that
I would love to rematch.
See you there.
I will pause it, Ben. Since you mentioned the OG Beastmasters,
Yeah.
I would like to kind of poll the tremendous podcast listening audience that we have out there, like all 8 of you, and see if people would be interested in doing that model of things. So like we would pick 4 just redonkulous bottles. This would be a little more of a ticket than we've been doing so far.
Ticket price will definitely be high.
In the $200 range or something around there, but we would just break out some crazy stuff like this and have everybody for a sip. So if you're into that, and if you have a topic that you'd like to see explored, let us know, and maybe we'll set that up.
Oh, that's a great idea. Write in. There's lots of ways on beastmastersclub.com to get in touch with us, or fire off something on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blah blah blah. We're all like at Beastmasters Club, and let us know what you're interested in, because we would certainly love to go and find these things and then bring them out for people. But we're always unsure of sort of what the level of commitment is to something like that, because it's not a small financial commitment for one night of a little boozing, but it really will allow you the chance to get your hands on and to put up next to each other some really rare, incredible treats, and to sort of give you an appreciation for the true depth of the whiskey making craft, and see all this stuff at its sort of finest expression.
Rarely have the wife and I made it out of a dive bar less than $300 deep, I feel like.
Right.
And it's $300 of Guinness and Jameson,
That's
so I don't know
right.
what you're talking about.
Right. So really, it's a bargain. Well, thank you guys. Josh, I think the new should we do a quick plug for the new single cask bottles? They're out now, right?
No, they're not out.
Well, never mind.
But soon, but really soon.
Soon. They should be shipping at the end of this month.
Sweet.
So then you're looking at a month and a half to get to the U.S.
So you can skip back a couple sessions, and we tasted thoroughly through this new single cask releases that Josh has, and they're awesome.
We added one, though.
Oh, really?
Since our last podcast, we tasted a 20-year-old Ben Nevis
Pardon me.
from Sherry Punchin, and it was glorious. So in addition to the 4 that we tasted that were all between 8 and 10 years old, we'll have this 20-year-old.
That was, I mean, I feel like you were remiss. You may have to come back and pour all of them for us again.
I forgot all about that stuff. I need another sampling.
Didn't realize there was a 5th in the mix.
So
all right, well, cool.
Yeah, it's podcast number 7, I think, if you want
it
to be
is.
reminded.
It's the 7th Beastmasters.
Congratulations, Mrs. Beast, on your victory.
Thank you.
And
I'll be
next
doing my
time, Josh.
victory lap
Well
around
done.
78th Street right now.
I think we're going to have to get some kind of T-shirts made or something for these guys for a prize. We're going to have some prizes.
Sure.
We've been kind of remiss. You guys brought us
My
such
prize
treasures and we have
is
nothing.
being here with all of you and drinking this whiskey.
Oh, wow.
And going to bed tonight knowing I'm the winner.
While Big Wood cries himself to sleep. I thought that Lagavulin was going to win.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you guys for listening to another Beastmasters Club podcast. We really appreciate your listenership and your support of the club. Thank you for people who are actually writing into us.
Yeah.
We've been receiving some, I guess you'd call it fan mail or at least mail. I don't know that it's fan. I don't know that you're a fan.
Just address all positive, admiring compliments to Steve and all of the flames and bashing to Ben.
Yeah, if it sucks, let Ben know. 'Cause I pretty much love to absorb the anger of the world.
All right. Very
All right,
good.
thank you
Cheers.
guys once again.
Until next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Love you. Mwah.